Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nella for those of you who don't know, and today I'm doing the day in the life of a doctor. Now this video was requested by a subscriber. His name is King Josh, I believe. So I'm going to try and see how best I can do this. It's very difficult because I am seeing other people, I'm seeing patients, and that's private and confidential information, but I'm going to do my best to see how I can show you exactly what I do in a day without compromising any patient confidentiality or any other issues. So I'm at work, so let's get going. Let's go inside and see what the day entails. All right, let's go. Hi guys, so welcome to my humble abode. Alright guys, so I'm in the triage area, which is where I'm assigned for the month. So that is the area where I'm the first doctor that people see whenever they come. So I just have on my PPEs, which is the first thing I put on when I got here. So I have on my shield with my goggles, my face mask, my hair covering, and I have on my gown, as well as their gloves behind me, which I pick up whenever I'm touching a patient or going to do any kind of examination on a patient. Alrighty, let's go. So today I'm on duty for 24 hours in triage. So the normal shift is 8 to 4. Let me take off this because it's... So today I'm on duty for 24 hours in triage. The normal shift is 8 to 4, and then duty hours are 4 to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Triage, as I was saying before, is the first place patients come when they have complaints or issues, and we see patients, assess patients, and then we make a decision based on their complaints and their examinations, whether or not they need to be admitted to the ward or they can just be sent home with some advice and reassurance and some information, or give them an appointment to come back to the antenatal clinic or postnatal clinic or whatever clinic they may have. So that is what the triage area, it really helps to kind of make sure the wards are clear so that we don't have overcrowding or patients who don't need to be here waiting to be seen and not getting seen as soon as possible. So we try to expedite the service, so they're seen by the nurse, they're seen by the doctor, and we also assess them to see if they're at risk of any symptoms of COVID, so that we know if they need to be sent to like the isolation area or anything like that, so that we can have an idea of what to do with the patients and how to manage the patients while they're at our institution. It's like a mini accidents and emergency, mini ER department, but we're not as rigid. We do see emergencies, so if there's an emergency that comes in, they would come here and I would sort them out, assess them, and then send them up to the ward. And then obviously, just to make sure the ward and the doctors on the wards are aware, I would call them ahead of time so that they know to prepare for the patient coming up. But if sometimes the patient is so emergent that they may just bypass and go straight to the ward, especially if it's a pregnant mother, she might just go straight to labor ward if she comes in and there's an issue, and sometimes they may just bypass because she needs urgent care, or if they need urgent surgery, they may just go straight to the operating theater and bypass here. But usually or I should say emergency, but usually patients come here with their issues, complaints, and mainly we see mothers who are pregnant or mainly pregnant mothers that come here. The gynae patients usually go to A&E directly, but pregnant mothers come to triage so that we can have an idea of what's going on with them. I really don't know how long this video is going to be because, as I was mentioning before, seeing patients and seeing other people private. So let's see how long this goes. As I said, trying to do my best. I'm just a trying girl. I'm just gonna show you around the room just so you guys have an idea of how triage is set up. So this is my table with the forms that we see the patients, blood tests and prescription ultrasound forms. This is the bed where I see the patients, and you see two tape measures which are used to assess fetal size by using measuring what is called the symphysiofundal height, and that usually gives us an idea of how far in the pregnancy. Usually the symphysiofundal height is very congruent, meaning that it's usually very similar to how late in the pregnancy the patient is. Then we have a machine which is called the CTG machine, which is used to help listen to the baby heartbeat and also to measure our fetal contractions. We have gloves, blood tubes, speculums, lubricant, sanitizer, needles, syringes. And up here we just keep additional equipment, gloves, CTG, needles, and PPEs, medication. So a lot of times I don't have breakfast, so I'm just gonna use this opportunity to have my breakfast while there are no patients right now, and not die of hunger. So it's around 2 p.m. now. Just finished seeing some patients, and now I'm going to get something to eat. So I took off my gown, going to take off all my other accoutrements and get some lunch. So I'll see you guys when I get some lunch. Alright guys, so I'm in the doctor's room right now and I'm about to have lunch. I am so hungry. Oh my god. Girl is famished. Anyways, yeah, I'll show you what I get in. So this is lunch today. No, this is not what I normally eat for lunch. I'm not even going to lie. But I was feeling for something different and I am hungry, so I am ready to jump right in. Elevator ride. So it is around 7 o'clock now. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go make some tea, right now. It's a little bit of a lull, and anytime there's any kind of lull or quiet down, it doesn't necessarily last long. So I try to use the opportunity to get as much things done as possible. So right now I'm gonna make myself some tea. I know some people are coffee drinkers, but I personally love tea. So I'm gonna drink some tea and, try and read something, or I don't know, look at something until the next patient comes. So for tea this evening, I'm having peppermint tea. Kettle is boiling, and here's my little, I use a disposable teacup or coffee cup because I don't want to clean. We have dishwasher and sponge and everything, as you see, but just drink it and throw away the cup. Alright guys, so I'm just waiting for my tea to boil. So as a resident body, we kind of just pool our funds and just buy things like tea, coffee, and little snacks to tide us over on these duty nights. Now on duty, as I mentioned, I'm in triage for 24 hours, but the other areas for duty are there are 2 labor ward residents and there's 1 gynae resident, and then there are 3 interns, 1 labor ward intern, 1 obstetrics intern, 1 gynae intern, and an intern who floats between whichever area needs them at the moment. So that's how it is on a duty night. Plus we have a senior resident and a consultant who is on call as well, and nurses and other staff that are on call as well. But in terms of the resident body, that's so many. 4 residents, 3 interns, and 2 senior staff are on call each night to see the patients of the hospital, for obstetrics. Yeah, right now the rain has not been good to me with these allergies, so that's another reason why I'm making peppermint tea to help, kind of with alleviating and easing some of my sinuses and my allergies, because this rainy weather is not the tea. It is not it right now. So yeah, that is my day so far. I'll see you back down in triage probably. So as a triage officer, as I mentioned, I see the patients who come in. So I'm going to show you guys where I actually, when I'm tired and there's a little bit of a break where I can get some rest. We are given 2 rooms over the doctor's quarters for the doctors. For the residents, the interns get rooms. The 2 rooms usually go to the obstetric residents, because trust me, the labor ward is usually the busiest and heaviest ward. Every day it is, honestly, and any number can play, it is like lotto. The gynae resident gets to stays in the doctor's room. So we have doctor's quarters, but in the doctor's change room, the room where I was eating lunch, there's a bed in there, so the gynae resident usually stay in there. And then as a triage officer, there is a bed in triage where I stay during the night, or whoever is on call during the night stays overnight in triage, so that you don't have to, move too far away. So as soon as the patients come and the nurse sees them, then you see them. There's a bed for the nurse, and then there's a bed for the doctor as well. So that's where we sleep in the nights. So I'll show you guys that when I go back down to triage. But for now, I'm just gonna have my tea. The kettle just finished, so I'm going to go check on that. So I'm back in triage, and I just finished seeing a bunch of patients. Oh, there's always a reflection whenever I have on this face shield. So yeah, I just finished seeing a bunch of patients, and I'm back in triage. So I'm just gonna sit out here for a little bit and then wait it out, and then in about an hour or so, maybe I try to get some rest if nobody comes, and if there is the opportunity to. Actually, might just go outside just to show you guys that, in the place dark. But other than that, yeah, things are going on pretty fine. Just triage, and triage is not the most exciting place, or not the most exciting duty, which is not bad. Alright, yeah. So as you guys can see, it is night time. So I just came outside to show you guys, yeah, I'm here, it's night, not just making this up. I'm on duty for 24 hours. Alright guys, so this is my little bed where I get in the night. So I am in the bed. I am going to go get some rest. Good morning, people. It's a little after 8, and guess who gets to go home? Me. So it is going home time. Go get some rest, because tomorrow I'm on call again. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys when I get home.